reasons this claim is not going to work. Ki lishte sibot, it's underlined in the big paragraph. Lishte sibot lo yipater b'ta'ara zot. It's not going to work. Number one, when I make a deal with you, monetary deal, if I make a condition, then the halakha says we listen to the condition. Yes, don't come to me tomorrow and say, oh, but this and but that. I made a condition already with you. I'll give you an example. Now you have to be careful with how you word a condition. I give Mr. Levy a loan. How much does he need? He needed $5,000. Beseder, I give him some money. He takes the money, and one problem. Shemitah came, Shemitah ended, Kaddish. I said, can I get my money? He said, listen, it's Shemitah already. You didn't read the Torah. That's it, Shamot. The loan is gone. Beseder, I accept. Next Shemitah, again, Mr. Levy says, can I borrow $5,000? I learned already. I learned already from last time. You know something? I'll give you the 5,000, no problem. You look like a nice guy. You daven in our minyan. We love you, no problem. You can take it. I trust you. However, I give it to you on condition that Shemitah will not cancel the loan. I make a condition. Says the Gemara, does that condition work or not? Gemara says, in that case, the condition doesn't work.
Does not.
Why?
Shemitah.
Because you cannot make a condition. You cannot make a condition of what's written in the Torah, but you could phrase it in a clever way. Well, how do you phrase it in a clever? It's not that Shemitah will not cancel. Of course, Shemitah will cancel. I give you a loan on condition that you will not cancel the loan during Shemitah. It's not Shemitah will cancel or not. Shemitah cancels. You will not cancel the loan during Shemitah. Oh, says the Gemara, that works. Why? It's a condition that's not going on Mashkatu Batura. And more than that, it's a condition on monetary elements. And a Tanai that was done for money, it works. That Tanai is valid. A condition that you made, the stipulation, you got to abide by the stipulation. Says Ohr Hachaim, with Hashem, it's also like that. Before he gave me my soul, you know what happened, Mr. Jack? God made each and every one of us swear. He says, Levi, swear. What do you want? What do you want me to swear? Tehi tzaddik. Swear you're going to be a tzaddik. How am I going to swear? Before you come down. Swear you're going to be a tzaddik. Mashbi'in oto. They make him swear. Swear you're going to be tzaddik. He says, swear. I swear, okay, he says. Because over there he sees everything so clear. He says, I'm going to make it in this world. I'm going to be tzaddik. I'm not going to speak back to my wife. I'm not going to talk back to my mother-in-law. I'm not going to, etc. I'm going to be tzaddik. I'm going to be a tzaddik. Yeah, Mr. Levy? Yeah. So still, and then he's born. The fact that Hashem makes you swear, he's making a condition. What's the condition? He's telling you, don't come to me after 120 years and tell me, listen, it's not my fault. I didn't need this. I didn't want this. You made us swear. And I'm making a condition with you, says Hashem, that you're going to be righteous. You're not going to make excuses. If you come back upstairs and your Shama is damaged, then you're going to be the one to pay the price. Now says the Zohar, a big secret. A big secret. What's the big secret? Says the Zohar, how many mitzvot do you have? 248 and 365. Total of 613. Says the Zohar, and not the Zohar, if you don't like the Zohar, but I'll tell you a different source. There is a different source. I have to find it. It was a Yalkut Shim'oni also, and it was Midrash also, that says you have 613 parts to your body. 365 and 248. Every mitzvah you do, you give life to a part of the neshama, which gives life to your body. If your leg hurts, it's not because your leg hurts. It's because there's a mitzvah you didn't do, and that caused the damage in what? In the neshama. And that neshama, if it doesn't get nourishment, eventually what happens to your orchids if you don't water them? It starts to dry out. So too, when the neshama starts to dry out, now you have body pain. Now your finger hurts, now your nose hurts, now your toe hurts, now your this hurts, now your that hurts. Why? It's a niprosta. It's going udadil says niprosta. Why? If he got hit, it's not coincidental why there he got hit. And if he got hit, that means that neshama needed a tikkun. And it was in that exact place, that exact muscle needed to get it. Why? Because that part of the neshama didn't get nourishment because of one sin that we did. I wish we had a map. This sin, this part, this sin, we don't have a map. We don't know which mitzvah, which body part. But one thing we know is that if you don't do a mitzvah, you're going to come to Shamayim, people are going to be missing limbs. You're going to be missing body parts in Shamayim. You're going to say, what is this? I did all the mitzvot. Everything except one. Why? This mitzvah you thought wasn't so important. You say, what's the big deal? Shomer negi'ah. Okay. So I shake a lady's head. What's the big deal? People think it's a chumrah. It's a nice thing to do. Yeah, it's not a nice thing to do. It's a halakha. Not allowed to touch a lady that's not your wife. I went once into a supermarket. Off topic, but on topic. I went once into a supermarket. And listen to this. I'm trying to shop over there. And at the time it was new. and I see the owner of the supermarket walks behind the counter and he's giving a massage to his Hispanka employee.
A Jew?
He's Jewish, Bukharian man. He's giving her a massage. Now, again, Rabbi, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's probably a chiropractor and he's probably all nonsense. I almost never went back to that store ever again. Never. Why? I don't want to be in such a store. I don't want to be in a store where people are corrupt like that, where they don't behave themselves, etc. It's not a humrah, this is isur. Yeah, you have to behave yourself, and that's just one mitzvah. There are so many mitzvot that we have to fulfill, and every mitzvah you fulfill, say our rabbis, you give nourishment to the neshama. So if the neshama hurts, if the body hurts, it's a sign that the neshama needs a tikkun.
So, Rabbi, 248 and 365.
Yes.
365 positive or negative?
Negative.
So negative goes for what? For the part of your body?
Negative really is the nourishment that goes to those parts. The gidim, the arteries, the veins. Okay. That connects to the negative commandments. And the 248 are the evarim, the organs themselves, the hands, feet, the kidneys. Positive commandments. Yes?
So they give life to our organs.
They give life. And we're going to see one day, B'li the Sefer Sha'arei Kedusha, he explains the difference between a negative and a positive. Which one is, they're all important, but which one stands higher in the worlds above, and which one sometimes does a chisaron, sometimes does a pegam, sometimes the whole ever dies. The whole limb spiritually dies. It's a big, sometimes Rabotai, you shake somebody's hand, usually it doesn't happen. But when you're feeling good, yeah, and I'm not talking about a guy you shake every day. Usually when you shake a guy's hand every day, already you become used to him, you don't feel anything. But sometimes you give a guy a handshake and like, woo! Unbelievable. It's because the guy, that part of the body's dead. He's not alive. He looks alive, he walks alive, he says, how are you, good morning, etc. But he's mamash niftar. He's like a dead person. So the point is, Rabotai, you're going to come to heaven. God says, I want your neshama to be perfect. I gave it to you clean, bring it back clean. Don't come to a wedding with ripped clothing. Don't do it. And so too, don't come to Gan Eden with the clothing ripped. So what's the homework for today? We have to get rid of all the bad character traits. We have to work on being positive people, good people. Your wife's going to ask you, please take out the garbage. You're going to say, absolutely, Daragaya. For you, anything. We're going to work on our midot. We're going to work on ourselves. We're going to be mikayme mitzvot. Tefillin, tzitzit, shaharit, minha, arvit. To do mitzvot, to give tzedakot, to do ma'asrot, to do. Thereby you give nourishment to your whole body. And when you do that, you're going to come to Shamayim. Your neshama is going to be 100% perfect. Now, one more thing, we'll finish this, the Ohr Hachaim Hakadosh. He says, you have a guy with 613 body parts, and one body part hurts. Now, imagine you tell him, why are you complaining your leg hurts? Why are you complaining your leg hurts? What's the big deal? The rest of your body works fine. What do you answer him? I understand the rest of my body works fine, but my leg hurts. It still hurts. You can't tell me that the rest of the body is good. So too says the Ohr Hachaim Hakadosh. Every mitzvah is important. Don't say this mitzvah, I don't keep it. I don't keep this mitzvah. I only eat pizza that's not kosher. Meat, I eat kosher. That's choosing which mitzvah yes and which mitzvah no. Rabbi, I went on a cruise. Okay, I ate some vegetables with stir fry. And it's cooked in the same oven as the meat, but not exactly together with the meat. It got all of its juices, but the meat itself wasn't there. That is already, or kosher style. Yeah, they have lobsters on one side and kosher fish on another side. So that's already picking and choosing. And when you do that, you're machsir, you damage the neshama. So the lesson for us is to make sure that the neshama is as pure as possible, to guard our mouth, to guard our eyes, to guard our ears, to guard our noses, to guard ourselves, to be people who are appropriate, to do the mitzvot with happiness, and you're going to feel good, the neshama will be alive, you're going to be a complete person, and you cannot make a claim to Hashem that you were with me the whole time, so I'm innocent. Now that's not going to work, says Ohr Hachaim. Hashem already made you vow, that's number one, and number two, I forgot what the reason was, we'll reveal.
We swear over there against our will.
It's because God gives you the tools that you're going to be successful. He gives you the tools that you're going to be successful. The question is, are you going to make yourself successful or not? The tools you have. He gave you inside of you the power to overcome your desire and your test. I maybe not going to pass your test. If I was in your life, maybe I would fail the mission. But you, God gave you the special power to pass your test.
100%.
100%.
So we choose not to pass it?
You choose each time not to pass. And me too. When I choose to say something extra, I'm choosing to make the wrong choice. Right? But we have the power. There's no such thing as a guy is born into a life that he cannot handle. It's impossible.